Today, we are going to discuss the topic Phylum Chordata for Class 9. Phylum Chordata. Animals belonging to phylum Chordata are fundamentally characterized by the presence of notochord, a dorsal nerve cord, and paired pharyngeal gill slides. These are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, coelomate with organ system level of organization. They possess a post-anal tail and a closed circulatory system. Phylum Chordata is divided into three subphyla. 1. Urochordata or Tunicata, 2. Cephalochordata, and 3. Vertebrata. Subphyla Urochordata and Cephalochordata are often referred to as protochordates and are exclusively marine. In Urochordata, notochord is present only in larval tail, while in Cephalochordata it extends from head to tail region and is persistent throughout their life. The members of subphylum Vertebrata possess notochord during the embryonic period. The notochord is replaced by a cartilaginous or bony vertebral column in the adult. Thus, all vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Besides the basic chordate characters, vertebrates have a ventral muscular heart with 2, 3 or 4 chambers, kidneys for excretion and osmoregulation, and paired appendages with maybe fins or limbs. The vertebrates are usually bilaterally symmetrical, and the body of vertebrate is in the form of 3 germ layers, indicating that they are triploblastic animals. Germ layers also have a cavity called coelom, so the vertebrate are coelomates. In some vertebrates, like humans, the nerve cord develops into the nervous tissue of the brain and spinal cord. Both brain and spinal cord in vertebrates are super protected. The vertebral column protects the spinal cord and the bony box called cranium of its protection to the brain. The cranium is unique to vertebrates, and because of this, the subphylum of Vertebrata, also known as the Craniata. Subphylum Vertebrata is divided into two divisions, Agnatha and Gnathostomata. Agnatha includes jawless fish-like aquatic vertebrates without paired appendages. Notochord persists in the adult. Gnathostomata includes jawed vertebrates. With paired appendages, notochord is replaced partly or wholly by the vertebral column. Agnatha includes one important class, Cyclostomata. Gnathostomata includes Pisces and Tetrapoda. The superclass Pisces includes all fishes which are essentially aquatic forms with paired fins for swimming and gills for respiration. Pisces includes Chondrocytes means cartilaginous fishes and osteocytes means bony fishes. Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and mammals together are called Tetrapoda. Tetra means 4, pod means limbs, as they have 2 forelimbs and 2 hind limbs. Cyclostomata are the jawless fishes, Pisces or jawfishes, Amphibia which include frog, Reptilia which include snakes and lizards, Aves are the birds, Mammalia are humans. let's talk about class Cyclostomata. All living members of the class Cyclostomata are ectoparasites on some fishes. They have an elongated body bearing 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits for respiration. Cyclostomes have a sucking and circular mouth without jaws. Their body is devoid of scales and paired fins. Cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous. Circulation is of closed type. Cyclostomes are marine but migrate for spawning to freshwater. What is meant by spawning? This is an external method of reproduction where the female releases many unfertilized eggs into the water. At the same time, a male or many males releases a lot of sperm into the water, which fertilizes some of these eggs. After spawning, within a few days, they die. Their larvae, after metamorphosis, return to the ocean. Examples: Petromyzon, lamprey, mixin, hagfish. Class Pisces. The word Pisces comes from the Indo-European root pisc. It means fish. They are exclusively aquatic animals. They obtain oxygen dissolved in water by using gills. The animals of Pisces have streamlined body and have fins and a muscular tail which is used for movement. They have a cartilaginous or bony skeleton. The skin is covered with scales or plates. They are cold-blooded animals, that is, their body temperature changes with change in atmospheric temperature. Their heart is two-chambered. Their eyes are without eyelids. They have nostrils and they lay egg. Some common examples of Pisces are scoliodon, dogfish, Synchropus Mandarin fish, Pterosis lionfish, electric ray and stingray. Class Amphibia. Do you know that word amphibia is derived from Greek words amphi, which means double, plus bios, which means life, which means organisms which can live in water as well as on land. They are evolved from fish, but they have muscle glands in the skin in places of scales. Their skin is smooth, slippery, rich in mucus. Their heart is three-chambered. The respiration takes place either through gills or lungs. They have two pairs of limbs and their digits do not have claws. They lay eggs. Some common examples of amphibia are salamander, buffalo, toad, rana, common frog, hyla, tree frog. Class Reptilia. Similarly, Reptilia is derived from Latin words repri, means to crawl. It means the creeping animals. They are mainly found on land. They also live in water. The skin is covered with epidermal scales. Their skin is waterproof and is protected with horny scales. They are cold-blooded animals. Their heart is three-chambered. Only crocodile has four-chambered heart. The respiration takes place through lungs. The body has head, neck, trunk and a tail. They have two pairs of tetrapods, pentadactyl limbs and clawed digits. They lay eggs with tough covering, so they do not need to lay eggs in water. Some common examples of reptilia are turtle, chameleon, naja, king cobra, draco, flying lizard, hemidactyls, house lizard. Class Aves. Do you know that word Aves is derived from Latin word Avis, means bird. Their body is spindle or boat shaped, which is divisible into head, neck, trunk, and tail. The body is covered with feathers. They are warm blooded animals. Warm blooded means they won't change their body temperature according to the surrounding environment. Their heart is four chambered. They breathe through lungs. Their four limbs are modified into wings for flight. Hind limbs bear four clawed digits and are adapted for walking, perching, or swimming. They lay eggs having calcareous shell. Some common examples of aves are Sicona, white stroke, Aithia, male stuffed duck, Struthio, ostrich, Columba, pigeon, Passer, sparrow, Corvus, crow. Class Mammalia. Similarly, Mammalia is derived from Latin word mammæ, which means breast or nipples. They have mammary glands for the production of milk to nourish their young ones. The skin has hairs and sweat and oil glands. They are warm-blooded animals. Their heart is four-chambered. Their body is divisible into head, neck, trunk, and tail. External ear pinna are present. They have four limbs. Diaphragm divides body into two cavities internally. They breathe through lungs. Mammals give birth to young ones except two mammals, Echidna and Platypus, which lay eggs. Some common examples of mammalia are cat, rat, bat, monkey, chimpanzee, gorilla, and man.